Vale, esto debería ser todo. Habíamos hecho, si no me equivoco, la misión de la boda que estaba justo aquí. Este era el lugar de la boda. Y ahora tenemos que encontrar la forma en la que teletransportar una casa. La forma en la que tenemos que teletransportar una casa a... Ey, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Ey, ey, ey. Ey, no quiero ningún problema. ¿Por qué me te caes? ¿Por qué me traes? A ver. Compañeros. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Estoy acá de buenas. Esa es. ¿Barry? ¡Ey, ey, ey! Ven, ven. ¡Pum! Perfectísimo.
That was rather efficient.
That all you got
A
to
vos te
say?
conozco.
I saved your life.
Yo te conozco.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
We?
Aye, aren't we precise? You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not, hmm?
Wouldn't happen to have some yarrow extract.
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
Tan... Venga, habla con el desconocido. Casi me mato solo. En este juego hay bastante daño por caída.
You've come. Good.
Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
Si me decís que de qué trata, pues sí.
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist. We break in, each take what we need, then go our own ways.
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? Cause I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
Eso es que era díselo,
I'm
díselo.
aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in? Or are you not?
Before we go any further, you even know what Max Bersodi's house is?
I know it's in the vault.
Didn't answer my question.
Neither of you. Willing to help with the heist, or not?
The vault. What's in there for you?
Something that was stolen from me.
Ought I go to the city watch, tell them a crime's been committed, not organize a heist?
I've tried. Repeatedly.
I see. Cheated by the system, wronged by the world. Doesn't matter. What did they take?
List to take a good while. So I'd rather change the subject. You in or not?
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, and then down the stairs to the cellar. Crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
A ver, no es muy alentador. Siendo sinceros.
Looks bleak to me. Tower walls smooth as glass. Don't know about you, but I can't scale that
And I've not asked you to. Let me finish. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker or a demolition specialist.
¿Y a dónde consigo uno? Sería la gran pregunta.
All we have to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
Vale. A ver, es la única forma de que yo pueda seguir la misión, siendo sincero.
So be it.
Así
I'm
que,
in, but on one condition.
¿para qué decirle que no?
No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
Lo primero será reunir el equipo y luego la del diezmer. A ver. ¿Diezmar las patrullas?
What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him to spike the soldiers' nosh with something to keep some of them bedridden. 1 in 2, I say. Wouldn't want to raise suspicions.
Know the formula for a potion that might do the trick.
There. See? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook, then convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
Lo del hechizo sería más sencillo.
Alright, opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Casimir Bassi, native of Mahakam. A specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Bolt door for him should be a cinch.
Wow.
The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Alness. Might plain turn us down.
Any options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angrin, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary.
I know the man. Slew an archgriffin for him. Mean fiend, pretty much.
Hans or the beast?
Both, actually. So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think about it.
A ver, de la celda es mucho más sencillo. No, el de la celda no, el de su casa. Vamos,
Break-in artists. Tell me
tiene más
about
que
them.
perder, digo yo.
Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourite's Eveline Gallo. A circus artist no better as the Ermine. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities, rhythmic gymnastics.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troops taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years.
Siento que la música se escucha más fuerte que las voces, o las voces muy bajas, una de dos.
But if she's reluctant, with another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty, a halfling.
Think he's fit? Pudgy face. Doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked the
Ja, y luego decide
gold-plated top
Project
from
Red.
the roof of the town hall in Novigrad.
La de esa.
So, he half-mad. Word has it, he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
Muy bien, ¿es hora que me vaya?
All right, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then, we'll bugger horsed up, down, and sideways. All together.
Funciona para mí. ¡Tarán! Perfectísimo. Convence a Casimir de que participe en el robo. Va al campamento de los mercenarios. Nah, prefiero el de Casimir, sinceramente. Prefiero sacarlo de su casa que sacar a alguien de una celda y que después me persigan. ¿Qué pasa al perro? ¿Por qué nadie ladra cuando... O sea, esto es lo de siempre. Prendo la PC, ¡pum! Empieza a ladrar todo el mundo. Es lo típico que sucede. Se ha vuelto loco. ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando?
Master Casimir, toss aside the torch, it gads.
Ah! Piss off then! Fuck off! You'll not tell me what to do!
Tengo un trabajo para ti, compañero.
What's going on here?
Ain't it plain? Master Casimir sat upon his roof. Claims he'll blow himself to bits.
Bought the wench pearls, silks, satins, and how the fuck she repaid me? Made me a heat-banger cuckold!
Huh. A falling out in the family?
Aye. His Euphemia, she were fine. Pretty as a picture, you might say. And 5 bairns they has.
On the short side, but so well mannered. Always bow, ask after your health. Not at all grumpy like the Elderman's laddies.
Till the day Euphemia bundled up her belongings and their bairns, tossed them all on a wagon. And that's all we've seen of her.
Master Casimir's been pure yampy since. Bawling, whinging, now this.
Ah, this'll be one for the ploughing annals. Going out with a bang! When this fucking blows, they'll see the fires in Novigrad!
Hablaré con él.
Try to
Lo
talk some
convenceré.
sense into him.
What if he should grow angered?
The wench demanded a canopied bed and got it. Silver tableware, she said. Got that too. Lacking nothing, not a thing. What the fuck else was I to give her?
Doubt he can grow any angrier.
Hail Military.
Sí.
Oh, hallowed mother. Keep
Digamos
us from
que
evil.
es realmente improbable.
What kind of knob you got? Likely come to poke my Euphemia, eh? Well, you're late. She's gone.
No, I just...
Postmaster said the same. Denied it all. Swore on the balls of his gods. And the Egypt I am, I believed the bugger. 3 years they bumped about under my nose, then ran off. My granda told it right. Not a bloke out there doesn't want to get between a dwarf wench's trotters.
Eres patético. Ja. Vamos a hablarlo. Eres la 3.
Know what? You're pathetic.
What? What the fuck did you say?
Vamos a
You
enojar.
heard me. Wanna die? Go jump off a bridge instead of scaring folks shitless.
Looky here. Got us a clever one. Telling me how to off myself.
Even willing to help you. No chance you'll do it on your own. You're not just a cuckold, you're a coward.
Me? A coward? I'll no listen to this tripe. Don't you go nowhere, you bastard.
Funcionó. La
I'll
prueba.
tie your ballbag around your
Funcionó,
neck.
funcionó. La provocación funcionó. Boom, boom. Ey, que tiene una espada. ¿No puedo lanzar la Axia? ¡Hostia! Congelado.
You bruised my bones. Right splintered them.
Sorry. Would have preferred to talk it out. Thing is, you gave me no choice.
Nay, didn't apologise. I needed something of the sort. Some fella to knock the muck out of my heat. So, What is it you wanted?
Want you to open a door, permanently, so it won't close again.
I see. And what might you find on the other side of this door?
A reward. Big one, to be split. Enough for everyone.
If it'd come a week past, I'd have sent you the fuck away. But now I've nothing to lose. What's it I'm to do?
Hut of the herbalist who lives near Oxenfurt. Go there and ask for yarrow extract. Learn all you need to know. Clear?
As a Mahakaman Highland Stream. See ya!
Nos vemos. Tararán. Perfecto. Es medio probable de que este tipo se robe todo. Espera, ¿es la casa donde se esconde Hugo? Sí, venga, vamos a hablar con Hugo. Y... nada. Vamos a primero buscar a... y el gato o gallo o lo que sea, como se llame. Acabo de comerme unas Oreos riquísimas. Pero riquísimas, Tengo la bolsa todavía, tengo 2 paquetes enteros de chocolinas. Criollitas, turrones. Wow. Ahí tengo Danet también en la heladera. Perfecto. Está perfecto. Ya llegamos. Era un viaje cortito. Ni siquiera necesitaba el caballo, lo más probable. Ah, tú, ¿qué tal? Ya te ayudé una vez.
Remember, Maribor? Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
Rather talk eye to eye.
Eveline conceals nothing from me, and...
And you were to help set up the benches. Immediately.
But...
Very well. Once again, what do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Robar.
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
¿Hay un monstruo que matar? No. ¿De qué trata?
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine, but we've not spent it already.
I think I know where this is going.
And I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Muy bien.
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Mean now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
Dame un segundito.
Give me a minute. Need to prepare.
Sí, personaje. Vamos a ponernos el de la ballesta, que es este que está el tiempo se ralentiza. Vamos a cambiarlos por golpes incapacitantes. Poner el de la ballesta para que se ralentice. ¿No? ¿Así? Ballesta. Sí, se ralentiza todo. Bien, perfecto. Estoy listo.
Well, ready?
Sí, estoy listo.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks.
A ver, soy un brujo, ¿qué te pensaste? No sé qué te habrás pensado, pero...
And now, good folk, the
Los brujos
highlight of
desayunan,
our
que...
program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contest in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Eso es mentira, pero a la gente no le importa.
Wow, prime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt, grab your crossbow and get to work.
Esto va a estar lejos, ¿no? Así no puedo hacerlo automáticamente.
The apple! Shoot him smacking the nugget.
Vamos. Listo, buenísima. ¿Una más? Ah, no, vale. Ya decía yo, ¿una más o no?
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
Hubiera estado bueno que le hubiera roto la cara. Hubiera estado divertido. ¿Qué hubiera pasado?
Shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Herbalist has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
Adiós, señorita. ¿Perdón? Perfecto, ahora solo queda una mezcla purificadora que debilita a los soldados. Ah, ¿no tenía que ir a agarrar otro tipo más? Que sí, que sí. A ver. Voy a sacarme ya de paso el de la ballesta. Extractos, misiones, mezcla de limpieza. Esta, ¿no? Estoy arriba del caballo. Ahora sí, ¿verdad? Esta. Objeto necesario para cumplir una misión. ¡Pum! Hecho. Usa tu sentido de brujo para escuchar la conversación de los soldados redianos de Oxenford para averiguar dónde se encuentra el cocinero. Perfecto. Qué grande que soy con la ballesta, Esa habilidad, recuerdo que la compré... Recuerdo que la compré porque tenía que hacer algo con la... Es verdad, estaba en un... No puedo explicarlo. Hoy estoy medio tonto. Estaba en un lugar donde la necesitaba. Estaba lleno de ahogados. Es verdad, era bajo el mar, Estaba lleno de ahogados y de... ¿Cómo se llama? Me pasé, ¿no? Sí, me pasé. Estaba lleno de ahogados y tenía que estar bajo el agua. La única forma de sacar la espada, digamos, por así decirlo, aunque no tenga espada, una ballesta, era con la ballesta. Así que tenía que usar la ballesta sí o sí. Básicamente por eso me había puesto esa habilidad. Y además que me faltaban puntos para obtener la última de todas, que es esta que tengo acá. Esta que está aquí. Es que necesito 30, ¿no es? Acá. Necesito gastar 28 más de estos puntos que están aquí para poder realizar estas mejoras. Y claro, acá también tenía que agarrar cosas que no quería, pues porque era necesario. ¿Cómo de reparada está mi armadura? Creo que la última vez la reparé, si no me equivoco. 100, 98... Sí, la última vez lo había reparado. Esto está al 92 y esto está al 100. Me parece perfecto. Puedo tirar ballesta inútil, arma inútil y arma inútil. Me parece perfecto. Sigamos el camino. Tac, 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 tac.
What do you have to say?
Demasiado cerca.
What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered.
Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
Por supuesto, no soy nada sospechoso, pero nada sospechoso.
Didn't pass the tests apparently.
Ah, ¿te gusta así? Ok.
To enter the army. Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
Absolutamente nada, Mejoro. Mejoro. Hey, ¿qué tal? ¿Estoy lo suficientemente cerca?
What do you have to say?
Ah, no me ven. Qué mentira más grande.
To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Basodis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, Nate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting.
Ok, nada interesante. Sigamos. ¿Dónde me podré poner? Aquí tal vez. No, esta no era mi idea.
What do you have to say?
¿Demasiado cerca? Pero si no me ven. Si no me ven. Qué mentira más grande. Oh. Perfecto, atrás de ellos. Camina, guerra, camina. Camina como ellos. Si no es así, este es el cocinero, perfecto.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Oh, para otro lado. Muy bien. Muchas gracias por decirme dónde está el cocinero. Visita al cocinero del cuartel para convencerlo de que te ayude. No sé cómo lo podría convencer, la verdad. Voy a hacer de día. No, la verdad es que me gusta que sea de día en este juego. Se ve todo realmente muy bonito. Ahí está. Qué bonito. Increíble. Y pensar que este juego es del 2015. Del 2015. Súper bien. A ver, claramente, a ver, los árboles no. Los árboles se ven como cualquier otro juego. Son medio de plástico. Pero igualmente. Las texturas. Mirá la textura de esto. Genial. Hey, ¿qué tal, cocinero?
Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
Me ayudarás gratis. O le puedo dar dinero. Ya que lo tengo subido al 3.
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye, I'll help. Out of kindness.
Wait for the signal. And mum's
Por tu
the word.
amabilidad.
Understood?
Ya que la habilidad esta de persuasión la tengo subida al máximo, pues vamos a usarla, ¿no? Para luego hacer puntos en ella. Bien, está todo listo entonces. Ve la cabaña del herbolista, sí, está todo listo. Nivel 43 ya. 43. Si no me equivoco, la cabaña del herbolista era saliendo de aquí, así que si puedo teletransportarme estaría bien. Baja Geralt y ve por aquí. Misión actualizada, ábrete sésamo. Ve la cabaña del herbolista para preparar el robo. Muy bien. Ah, me pasé. Es acá. 13.000 de dinero. Tengo bastante. Necesito 15.000 para poner de vuelta la... ¿Cómo se llama? La armadura. Para este tipo que está acá. ¿No puedo sacar el mapa ahora? No puedo. Ok, ahora se lo muestro. Ahora sí. Para el libro este que te encanta tus... Que te encanta tu armadura y tus espadas.
And mighty miss be midst the unattached. I am, though only for a wee spell now.
Is that so? Impossible. Only a fool would loosen their hold on a mate like you.
Ah, at last, we're all
Perfecto, esa foto me agrada para ponerla de miniatura.
This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Casimir blows the vault door. We go in, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
And the vault? Is it secured somehow?
Even if it is, my blend of saltpeter, cordite, and fulminating silver will do the trick.
Anything else?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
Aye, but you could.
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
All good and fine, except... what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Alright, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about masks? Got a rather recognizable mug myself.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over in ale, and I'll kill you. With me own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way then.
Buenísima. Si vamos todos juntos, vamos a hacerlo mejor, diría yo. Hey. Ja, está todo mal por la poción. Buenísima.
Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Y tiene las bombas ahí en el pecho. Buenísima. Es el Rambo de los enanos.
Three, two, one. It's clear. On your way.
Guau. Se convirtió en Cassandra de repente.
Plowing city foul, shite all over again.
What? Also.
Guau, esa. Buenísima.
Patrol's turning round.
Move.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Damn. Should have blown this out of bits, prick and all.
Ole, oso. No hay nada, solo una paloma. Y lo cagó en el cajo, tiene caga de paloma. Hay que ayudar al chiquitín.
Bugger all, said there'd be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
¿Espadas de madera, de verdad? Se escucha el shriek y no...
Don your masks and let's go.
¿Y tú no agarras una espada? Agarro la del brujo, ¿no? O la del lobo. Ah, ¿no? Una máscara común y corriente. Bueno. Lo que sé. Saquear, claro que sí. Lingote meteórico. Vale, esto es para desconsiderar la misión. Entra en la casa corazada del sótano. ¿Y esto qué es?
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too.
Leer, carta de amor. He adquirido una junta en la finca, bla bla bla, mi amor, no te rindas son las semanas que Dofiri, bla bla, hablando de tristeza. El culto de el culto de Freya, es verdad. Compré este libro sin... Este libro sin haberlo leído. No recuerdo por qué.
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open.
Obviamente. Estoy mirando por todos lados a ver si no hay nadie. No estoy escuchando a nadie, así que estaría bien. No hay nadie.
You said.
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Ah, tiene una espada de hierro ese. Todo el más de madera. Muy bien. Lo sabía, sabía que iba a matar al niño. Ey, Art lo tendría que hacer. Art lo tendría que destruir, de verdad. A ver, tendría que tirarlos al piso. Tiene 92% de probabilidades de tirarlos al piso. Es realmente raro que no lo haga. Es realmente raro que no lo tire al piso, es increíble. Perfecto, uno al piso. No estoy esquivando porque no es necesario, la verdad. Cuando son muchos enemigos en los juegos, suelen hacer que todos sean débiles para que podamos ganarles. Así que ni siquiera estoy comiendo.
Stop him! He's not to flee.
Lo agarraré yo, no, yo. Era claramente obvio. Producir el prota. Se escapó. No, la campana.
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
A ver, si iba a echar todo a perder. Hubiera estado bueno que no. O sea, si yo hacía las cosas bien, hubiera estado bueno que no.
You have no chance.
Perhaps not. but we do have hostages.
Mercy, master!
On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2!
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want.
¿Eso es una ambulancia?
Calm
¿Lo que escucho de
yourself.
fondo?
No one is to be harmed. Clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
Dinero. He hecho que retiréis cuanto un chiste y traernos un carro y caballos. Eso puede ser, eso puede estar bien.
And horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it!
Good point. A wagon then? What kind?
¿De qué tipo, de verdad? ¿De verdad? ¿Ese?
Coronation carriage, nothing less. Drawn by 2 snow-white mares.
Do you think this situation a jest?
Do you?
No! You're both right! This is no jest!
I want us
El
to
tipo
reach
está
an
sufriendo
agreement.
demasiado.
I don't want anyone to get hurt. But you must not ask the impossible.
Second time you're turning me down. Shit negotiation tactic.
It seems negotiation's not my strong suit. Nor is it yours. Attack!
Oops, tip the scales.
¿Estás todo listo? Perfecto. Ard. Pum, pum. No puedo matarlo, es verdad. Lo hubiera matado de un golpe, pero no tengo la espada de hierro. Muerto, muerto, le queda un poco, le queda un toque. Ahora tú. ¡Pum! Parry. Parry. ¡Pum! ¡Ey! ¡Qué mentira! ¿Te moriste? Ah, no. Vale. Sí, claro, ¿dónde está el otro? ¡Pum! ¡Ey! A ver. ¿Por qué no está funcionando? Voy a ponerle comida, la verdad es que no quiero morir en este momento. ¿Por qué no está funcionando mi...? ¿Mi ARD? ¿Por qué no está funcionando ARD? Sería esa una gran pregunta. Ah, no tengo la ballesta, claro. Y vino por mí. Pegale, estás justo atrás suyo. Le puedes pegar, ¿no? Eso es, atrás. Muertísimo. Hecho. Sigamos.
Damn it, explosion triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
Where's Eveline?
Just fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
Corre, Geralt, corre. El botín.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Para las trampas. ¿Verdad? Va a haber trampas aquí, trampas mágicas. Tengo las 2 espadas y la ballesta en este momento. Claramente es porque va a suceder algo. Claramente.
Same paintings were on the block.
Está muy bien, pero no me los puedo llevar. Las mismas pinturas que en la subasta. ¿Te vas a llevar todo usted, señor?
Same paintings were on the block.
Vale, ya están acá los tipos esos. Corre, 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 corre. Corre, 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 guerra, corre. No, no quiero que venga, no quiero que venga, la verdad. Ah, agarré todo lo que podía.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
En realidad sí, lo sé. Por eso me contrataron a mí.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
Brother. Probablemente.
You'll?
Greetings, brother.
Sí, era claro.
Stone me stupid and slap me happy.
Era obvio, por favor.
Right. Should have known. Same eyes, same double chin, same rotten heart. Just one question. This family reunion? What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Me importan una mierda sus asuntos.
Family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
A ver. Me intento sobornarme, estoy con Edward. Estoy con este tipo. Él quiso ayudarme.
If that's your attitude, I'll stand with Ewald.
Me trataste realmente mal en la subasta.
Oh, we'll take whatever we please. Once we've ripped your runners from your ass.
Hallowed words, mate.
Ah, por ellos. La espada de verdad, claramente. Veneno. Veneno. Ardo. Al piso, por favor. Muerto, muerto, muertísimo. Estás envenenado, envenenadísimo. Aturdido de todo. Esa es.
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me all that you own. Then walk out as you stand with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
Ah. Estaba claro. Corre, corre, corre. Corre, no corre, llévate todo.
15 years. In the sewers. Begging. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead.
Eso es, relájate por favor. Relájate. Ah. ¿Bien? ¿Puedo cortarte la cabeza? Ahora en este momento. Puedo agarrar la espada y cortarte la cabeza. Es que ninguno de los dos obtenga nada. Puedo hacer eso.
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
No, and I won't be until I find Max Bersodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking.
Oh?
You see, It houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
Te voy a matar. Elijo matarte.
Gents, keep calm.
You tricked me.
And you were prepared to let me face Horst's thugs alone. To my mind, we're even. Now, Max Borsodi's house. If you've absolutely got to have it,
con mucho gusto.
You'll need to take it from me by force.
Con mucho gusto.
Dumb, but have it your way. Let's make this quick before the soldiers get down here.
At your service, mate. Casimir, stand with me. I'll make you my treasurer. Your salary in the thousands, mate.
Sorry, Geralt. Coin's coin. No two ways about it. Split your mouth.
A ver, acaban de decidir morir. Lo saben. Creo que lo saben. 195 de armadura. 205, claro. La mía es claramente mejor. Por favor. ¡Ey, ey, ey, ey! ¿Hizo vida? ¿Dónde está? ¿De verdad? No la veo. Vamos, 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 vamos. ¿Puedo matárselo solamente a él? Muertísimo. Y... muerto. Ya está, hecho.
Damn candles.
Casa de Maximiliano, perfecto.
Redanians will be here soon. Damn it, secret passage. Where is it?
Esto. Algo más, algo más. Esto. ¿Vamos algo de acá? ¿Por acá? ¿Una puerta? No, 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 no. Para atrás. ¿Por dónde? ¿Por dónde? ¿Por dónde? ¿Por acá? Sí, 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 sí.
Air seeping through the cracks. Passage must be here. How do I open it?
Es verdad, ¿cómo se abre? ¿Cómo se abre? ¿Cómo se abre? ¿Por acá tal vez? ¿Hay algo acá? ¿Una nota? ¿Nada? Oh, antorcha, antorcha, antorcha. Nada, 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 nada. A ver, probablemente sea una bomba, una buena bomba. Lo soluciona todo. ¿No? Ok. Si no es una bomba. Esta ballesta es peor que la que tengo. Esta espada también. Vale, pero esto puedo venderlo. Menos esto. ¿Cómo puedo abrirlo? El coso de las alucinaciones, ¿dónde está? Esto. La lámpara mágica esta que tengo acá. Es esto, ¿verdad? No tengo ni idea. Siendo sinceros, no tengo ni idea. Ni idea. Y voy a guardar la partida acá por si vienen los tipos estos. Ni idea. Encuentra el pasadizo secreto con tu sentido de brujo, que no sé dónde está. No. Tendré que prender esto de vuelta. Ahora déjame prender esto. Por favor. ¿Y no está? Ahora apago todas las luces ya que estoy. ¿Qué yo? Apagaré todo. Usar. Oh, acá está.
Nick of time. Now to get out of here.
Entonces tenía tiempo de sobra hasta que yo lo encuentre. Esto era exactamente lo que tenía que hacer. voy a encontrar arañas, ¿verdad? Voy por ya poniéndome... el aceite para insectoides, porque está bastante claro. Está bastante claro. Igni, como siempre. Funciona bastante para las arañas. Ah, por eso no lo encontraba. ¿No acuerdo? No. Voy a llevarme todo esto ya que estoy. No tengo nada que perder. No puedo llevarme eso. Llega hasta la casa de Maximilian Bosky para eso. Ok, interesante. ¿Acá? Oh, la salida. Ah, perfecto. Hecho. ¿Qué tal, compañeros?
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion. You'll choke to death.
Hecho. Los mata a todos, pero hecho. Hice todo en 50 minutos. Muy bien, perfecto.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy one?
What's it matter? You like to talk about yourself.
That I cannot deny. Ophiri was a Dauphin on a voyage through lands unknown, to learn of their cultures and customs. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a foreign land. So her parents promised her hand to the Ophiri, though she loved me. If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned into a prince. Wanted to be a frog. Became a frog.
Interesante.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
La casa.
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
Ah, Horst must be livid.
He's not.
No?
He's not anything except dead. His brother, same thing. A few others too.
Stones you've got. But I didn't think you'd have the stomach for a massacre.
Oh, think I might find the stomach for another, once your final wish is fulfilled.
You really don't like me, do you?
Hate smartasses. Hate it when they try to use me. It's why both brothers are dead, and why you should tread carefully.
Noted. Now I've some advice for you. The Borsodis aren't worth your tears. Sons of bitches to a man.
Eso es verdad.
Why did you need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Bill Marius Hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Horst and Ewald are gnawing on soil now. But thanks to these papers, their relatives won't get the auction house. Families lost it for good. And the hospital will have the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. May they wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, a broad, then had another tankard. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
El tercer trabajo.
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
¿Qué? ¿Quién está ahí?
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. Theophary believed one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Beryl, what was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
in no mood for a heart-to-heart. I'm to do something for you. Tell me what it is.
A true professional, eh? Know what I think? I think you only feign the cold killer, when in fact you seek new and ever stronger sensations, as I do. Seek to prove to yourself that you are still able to feel, that some remnant of humanity remains within you. I'd make a right good witcher. Problem is, I don't know the road to Kaer Morhen, and I doubt you'd give me a pendant.
Cut the shit, Olgierd. Third wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you.
A ver, claro que lo voy a tener. ¿Cómo no? Me queda otro DLC.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
¡Hey! Buenísima. De la mansión de los von Ebeck. Con mucho gusto. Roach. No. Esta no es mi idea. Esta no fue mi idea. Esta no fue mi idea. No, claramente no fue mi idea. No, esa no fue mi idea. Hostia. ¿Quedará más cerca de acá o de acá? De acá. Esa no fue mi idea.
The work in your fields gets done so quickly.
Roach.
Pay your hands.
Caballo tonto.
No, I just feed them.
Larguémonos. Este juego es hermoso. A ver, es cierto que hay un mod que lo vi que decía: ¿estás cansado ¿estás cansado del viento raro de este juego? Y yo, a ver, pues sí es cierto que todos los árboles se ven doblados, porque eso es cierto. Pero... sí. ¿Qué tal? Te escucho.
Kendrick, you there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me after.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother Melitterly, why'd I ever come here?
Buena pregunta, ¿qué estás haciendo aquí?
What are you doing here?
See, Kendrick and me, we thought Manor's been empty all these years, full of fine things going to rot.
So you're a thief?
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but...
Va a estar lleno de espectros, ¿verdad? Va a estar llenísimo de espectros.
What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No, apariciones.
Phew.
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling.
Una aparición. Espectro. No, este es constructo. Este es espectro.
State. Fresh manure.
Super fresco, por alguna razón. Muy bien. ¿No puedo saltar? Sí.
Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who.
No sé si brujo para explorar los terrenos de la finca de Gonebre que en busca de la rosa violeta. No, vamos a primero buscar al compañero de este tipo. Claramente es un espectro o es una aparición. Ahí Dren, vamos a esperar. Ahí está.
Damn, locked.
La puedo romper.
A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body?
Perseguir.
Someone dragged a wounded man through here.
Bien. Sí, el rastro del suelo. Con mucho gusto.
Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden.
Oh, allá hay algo. Estoy viendo algo ahí. Dos bichos. Tal vez. ¡Ey, ey, ey, ey! Ah, por acá. Excelente. Un gato negro, claramente. No es buena señal. No muy buena, digamos.
I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That... digging.
Axia. Examinar.
Must have been the other thieves.
¿Qué me sigue el gato? ¿Están cavando? Hay algo ahí. Claramente debe ser un espectro. ¿Está siguiendo el gato? Sí, debería.
Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows, like garden beds. Hey. Hear me?
Va a ser un screamer, ¿no? Está bañada en la cosa de los espectros. Me encanta cómo se ve.
Body's mutilated. Who are you?
Oh, Frankenstein tenía una pierna unida. Tiene las piernas unidas. Es como entrar a Bloodborne de repente. No tiene cara, Lil. ¿Qué es esa cosa? Guardián. Vale. El coso de los espectros no le hace nada. Debe ser un constructo. Sí, es un constructo, claramente. Le estoy haciendo muchísimo daño. Y Dren para que no se mueva mucho. Ahora estaría bien, sinceramente. ¿Qué son esas cosas? Muerto. A ver, si lo mato el primero. Vamos, 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 que estoy un poquito. Quedo corto de vida. ¿Está reviviendo a los muertos para matarlos? ¿O está recuperándose la vida con los... Está recuperándose la vida. ¡Lol! ¿Cómo los mato? ¿Cómo? ¿Puedo matarlos yo primero? Ah, se recupera la vida si me da. ¡Lol! Interesante. Muerto, muerto. Le queda poco, le queda poco, le queda poco. No, este es mío. No, no, no. No. A ver, está complicado, está bastante complicado. Está bastante complicado. Si se está robando, si va a robarme la vida, está bastante complicado. Ah, ¿cómo lo mato? ¿Cómo lo mato? Ven aquí. Va a ser mejor pelear acá. Uf. Es un constructo, claramente. ¡Ey! A ver, no podemos matarnos los así, Esta espada debería... ¡Ole! Vamos muertísimo. ¿Qué es esa cosa? ¿Qué es eso?
What the fuck was that?
Exacto.
No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Oh?
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris and the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
Un fantasma, tal vez?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions.
Tirrin. ¿Quién es esta señora?
How should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep
¿Hacen
our
acá?
names to ourselves.
Thief!
No, no soy un ladrón. ¿Cómo subo? Antorcha, por favor. Aiden y espectro, porque va a salir un fantasma acá. O sea, Clara, nada sale bueno de las casas. ¿Por aquí tal vez? Por acá no. Sí. Claramente por acá no. Por acá. Esas son las escaleras, pero no llevan a ningún lado. ¿O sí? ¿Puedo saltar? No. Por aquí. ¿Oh? La señora de la casa debe ser la... A ver, claramente ya lo viste.
What the
Es el fantasma que hay en la... Era un espectro, claramente. Fantasmas que hay en la casa.
Gotta be careful.
Lo sabía. Entonces tengo la de espectro, lo voy a poner de vuelta por si las dudas. Aiden está lista. Cuerno de iris. Me cagué todo. Soy muy miedoso para los fantasmas. Busca iris en la planta superior. No sé yo, Hostia. A ver. Lo vi, pero no pensé que... No sé, no pensé que me cayera. A ver, sí, claramente quieren detenerte, Geralt.
Fire damage. Interesting.
Como el que incendiaron la casa hace poco. Vale, acá puedo bajar. ¿Cómo subo? ¿Por aquí tal vez? Abre la puerta. Perfecto. Acá voy a tener que pelear. Acá voy a tener que pelear. Preparo para el susto. No tengo antorcha. ¿Qué es esto? Muere, muere, muere. Vale, no murió. Aiden. Vale, no muere, se regenera. Tengo que seguir. Ah, ¿no puedo seguir? ¿No puedo romper eso? Vale, perfecto, tengo que darle. Es como el dragón de... del Minecraft. Se regenera con unas cosas y yo tengo que romper esas cosas antes de... Eso es. Muertísimo. Apareciendo el cuadro. A ver, en el bestiario tiene que aparecer, ¿no? La apareciendo el cuadro no, realmente no me interesa. Penitente no es lo que yo quería. Tiene que ser un constructo, si no sería medio raro que no lo fuera. Necrófago o ogroide relícito. El guardián era un relícito. Interesante. ¡Hey! Se apaga todo, señal de carga. La casa se incendia. Buenísima. No, por aquí vine.
Dead chamber. Iris was supposed to be here.
La flor.
Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
Huh.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
LOL?
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all. Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everett has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog.
Good dog. ¡Trin! ¿Y ya está? Abro la principal y... ¡Ey! ¿Qué tal? Busco un lugar adecuado para enterrarla. ¿Aquí tal vez? ¿Aquí? ¿Qué hay aquí? Este lugar es más delantero que el anterior. Acá ya hay tumbas. Examinar.
A grave here.
A ver, allá claramente va a estar bien.
A grave here.
Sí, sí, una tumba aquí, Geralt. No te hagas sorprendido. ¿Un olor? ¿Oh? ¿Hay olor aquí?
Iris von Everett adored flowers.
But she would never want to destroy them.
A ver, claro, si adoraba las flores.
I'll dig the grave somewhere else.
A ver, Geralt, flexionar las rodillas, por favor. ¿Bien el árbol esto?
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everett have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death. Worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that. Can't say much about Iris von Everett, but I do know I like her paintings. It's a shame her art couldn't bring her greater comfort. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death.
Colocar el cuadro sobre su tumba.
Inscribed in this sketchbook. Perhaps you'd like it to be buried with you. You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
Sí, tiene sentido.
The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself.
Estoy preparado para la foto, ¿eh? Esta foto no era el tipo de foto que yo quería. Es así.
Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you.
¿Oh? Sí, qué bonito. Es verdad, qué bonito lugar que era.
Should I follow you? All right.
¿Por dónde? ¿LOL? ¿Adentro de la pintura? Esto no me lo esperaba. Ah, es como viajar al pasado, ¿no? Me imagino.
What is this place?
The Painted World. The work of Iris von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Strange place.
One born of Iris von Everec's dreams.
It existed only in her mind while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The Painted World is rife with danger.
A ver, como cualquier otro mundo, digamos.
Right. This is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Bueno, se viene peleas. Trin. A ver, ¿por dónde puedo empezar? Acá ni nada, ok. ¿Aquí tal vez?
Spectres of Olgid and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
A ver, a este tipo le falta la cerveza y a la mujer el espíritu de la estepa.
From the steppe. Read often, well worn.
Ah, la paleta, claro. Y la jarra.
Iris was painting the manor.
Le falta la paleta a ella. La paleta.
Perfect match.
Y al tipo el libro. O la jarra.
Pieces of tableware for an afternoon tea or breakfast.
Tendría que estar el libro.
Perfect match.
¿Y la tetera? Ah, claro, la tetera no tenía nada que ver.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think?
¿Y el tipo? Ah, vale, está ahí, no lo veía.
Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Hmm? Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
Sí. Destrúyelos, obviamente. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Busca los recuerdos de... ¿Ahora más recuerdos? No. Ok. Ahí, allá hay, claramente. Espectro, es una araña, no jodas. Está lleno de peligro, dice el mundo de...
Another memory.
Escenas de matrimonio. Oh, están dándose algo, ¿no? Si no me equivoco. ¿Qué puede ser? ¿Un vaso?
Just like the one Olgier's holding. Tattered
Flores.
decorations for a special occasion. A wedding veil?
¿Qué puede estar sosteniendo ella en este momento? Un vaso, ramo de flores, un velo de novia.
Probably not right.
¿Qué? El tipo tiene un vaso, así que ella también.
Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
Vale, hay que mirar con cuidado, al parecer.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Ah, por eso por eso hay arañas aquí, claro. Las he lanzado todo al jardín, por supuesto. Por supuesto que lo hiciste. Ahora vuelve a hacer... A ver, es un espectro. Voy a poner un poco más porque está terminando esto. Nivel 34. Derrota las apariciones. Congeladísima. Igni no era. A ver. No es espectro el fuego, claramente es un espectro. Perfecto. ¿Algo más?
Medallion's humming.
¿Qué es eso?
A wraith?
No, a nightmare.
A fear crystallized, one you must now face.
Muy bien. El guardián probablemente sea. A ver, ¿qué hay por aquí?
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too.
Uf, tiene muchas cosas
Just
esto.
a little different in the painting. A Toussaint wine. Expensive.
De los caros. La pintura. Vale, acá falta algo. Falta... Pues falta eso. Falta la jarra.
A lavish feast. Trying to impress the guests.
Ja, una muñeca.
Silver thread. Pearls. It all must have cost a fortune.
Encuentra el modo de restaurarlo. A ver, primero necesito esto.
Fire was burning in the painting. Still something missing though.
Sí, todavía falta algo.
Candles also need lighting.
Ah, ¿y dónde está? Encender esto. Esto.
Candles also need lighting.
Y esto. Acá... ¿El fuego también para prender? No. ¿Qué más había en el cuadro? Está todo prendido, menos la última de todas. Ya estaría. Muy bien.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it?
Huh?
And what's this?
We've brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd? Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
Oh. La aparición. Mortísimo.
Not you again. Don't like this place.
Arriba, arriba, arriba. A ver, a mí tampoco me gusta el lugar, pero es lo que hay que hacer, Geralt. Es tu trabajo. Eres un brujo.
Bed chamber.
Oh, está. Lo iba a golpear. Ah, otro recuerdo, claro. Está llorando, toda ensangrentada. No.
Probably not right. Bloodstains. Someone washed their hands, then wiped them dry on that towel.
A ver, acá va. ¿Qué?
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
¿Qué retrato? ¿No lo vi nunca los dos? A ver, por alguna razón aparecieron acá.
Another blurred memory.
Poco de frutas.
As if someone just rinsed it.
Poco de frutas está al lado de él. Está justo ahí.
But the details are off. Living tableau's missing something. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Uf.
Still not right.
A ver. Tenemos a la uva y después las manzanas, ¿vale? Uvas, manzanas y después el cuenco está atrás de todo. Muy bien.
Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Primero las uvas. Uvas a la izquierda, sí.
Fits, I think.
La manzana a la derecha.
This goes here.
Salir.
Still not right.
Sí, falta algo. Esto. Al centro.
Goblet, like the one in the painting. Living.
La copa al centro.
Maybe on this side. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
Estoy súper concentrado en la historia, ¿eh? Súper concentrado en la historia. Parece una tontería, pero... Esto es una mecánica muy simple. Agarrar cosas y ponerlas ahí. No puedo matarte. Sí, puedo matarte. Claro que puedo matarte. ¿Quién te cree que soy? El estudio. Hecho. Otro recuerdo.
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
No se ve nada. Ahí está mejor. No se ve absolutamente nada. Encuentra el modo de restaurar. Oh.
Pentagrams here to bind
Pentagram.
summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear though. Need chalk to fix them. Then I can set out the candles.
¿Libro? Entre los mundos.
Mystery between worlds.
Soy de las esferas exteriores, los espíritus elementales son los más extraños de la naturaleza. Los genios, los espíritus elementales más poderosos. A ver, está hablando del tipo. Del de los espejos. Esto es de tiza, perfecto, no eso bastaría.
Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter.
No me digas. Con la tiza se arregla. Oh, ¿qué es esto? Velas. ¿Otro libro? ¿Pacto de sangre? LOL. No me jodas que es un pacto de sangre con... Quien quiera se invoque... quien quiera que invoca a un visitante de nuestro mundo arriesga mucho, tanto así que tiene que hacer un pacto de sangre. No jodas. No jodas. Hizo un pacto de sangre con el... Con el de las puertas. Así es como lo invocó. Es lo más probable, ¿eh?
Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles.
Coger las velas dentro del pentagrama, colocar las velas en los vórtices. A ver, atrás.
Need to think this through.
Hay que pensarlo bien. ¿A dónde podrían ir? Probablemente el libro me decía a dónde tenían que ir. Yo no lo leí. Una no sé qué milagro se ve. El culto de Freya. Acá están los libros, ¿no? Entre mundos. Posee una voluntad inteligente y más forma de los hombres. Los genios, los espíritus elementales más poderosos son los que se... Solo los verdaderos maestros de la magia perfeccionado del arte. Cartas solo pueden obligarlo a realizar ciertas acciones contra su voluntad. Dicen que el hechicero una vez ordenó una montaña de la que bloqueaba la de su torre, pero ni siquiera él fue capaz de convencer a un genio para que después de desarrollar antes para que le diera valiosos consejos, pues el razonamiento de estas criaturas no es. Acá. Quien quiera que invoque a un visitante de este mundo arriesgará mucho, se habita en el cuerpo del huésped, luchará por su libertad, lo provocará grandes desastres, por lo tanto el visitante debe ser invocado únicamente dentro del círculo protector, que lo tendrá confinado mejor que en unos grilletes, perfecto. El círculo debe ser completo y eterno, sin rupturas, sus líneas deben ser dibujadas con trozos de seguro, sujetado firme de la tiza, debido a que un solo paso en falso provocado por un descuido o por las artimañas del visitante puede emborronar la línea del círculo. Debe ser asegurado además de una barrera formada por las velas de cera de abejas encendidas. Un círculo elaborado de esta forma será una prisión segura y de la que el visitante no podrá escapar. Perfecto. ¿Qué dice que tiene que ser? Asegurado con las barreras de forma cercana de abejas encendidas. Dentro del círculo protector. Perfecto, tiene que estar dentro del círculo.
Alright, let's try this again.
Colocar las velas dentro del pentagrama. Velas en los vértices del pentagrama, en el círculo exterior. Colocar las velas en los vértices del círculo. Para. ¿Hay algún escudito o algo así dentro del pentagrama? ¿Algo que no estoy viendo? Nah, probablemente las formas no significan nada. Tengo que ponerlas en el centro. ¡Pum! Colocar las velas dentro del pentagrama.
Nothing.
En el círculo exterior. O sea, nada. Los vértices del pentagrama. A ver. Colocar las velas en los vértices y en el círculo. A ver, puede ser. En la cuarta. En la tercera. En la tercera es lo más probable.
Come back. We must talk.
Las velas alrededor y el tipo tiene que quedar adentro. Sí.
Not this time. Come out at once.
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace.
What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
Hostia, corre. Cerrado. Oh, claro, el invierno. Tiene sentido. ¿Cómo está cerrado? Compañero, literalmente la pintura del invierno. A ver, dentro de la casa. Vamos, vamos, nivel 44, buenísima. Vamos, dentro de la casa, corre, corre. Ah, no puedo. No hay nada ahí. ¿Aquí tal vez? ¿Qué pasa la ventisca acá? Nada. A ver si esto me regenera un poco de lo que me quita. Refugio, 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 refugio. No encuentro refugio. No. Voy de vuelta a la casa, sí, intento. Allí. Gracias. Hecho. Hay que pelear, ¿verdad? No, es un recuerdo.
Iris and her father.
Es un recuerdo. Vale, acá hay algo. No veo nada. Pum. Una pipa. Un vaso, una jarra.
Beer tankard, but there was vodka in it. Drained to the last drop.
¿Algo más que deba descubrir por aquí? Hey, compañeros, ¿qué tal estáis? Acá. Contrato matrimonial, acuerdo prenupcial. Nosotros los bajos firmentes desde que hemos acordado el sellar nuestro amor en un contrato matrimonial, asumir ciertos compromisos, nos damos uno en otro respeto mutuo, firmado, estas dos personas. Y por acá, nada. Perfecto. Estos dos. Oh, acá hay algo. Un cuchillo.
Covered in blood. Guess Olgerd got the scars on his shoulders that winter.
A ver.
Probably not right.
No va a estar bien. Es esto, ¿no? El contrato matrimonial, el cuchillo.
Probably not right.
¿La jarra, de verdad? ¿La jarra no la tiene? ¿Realmente la jarra la tiene?
So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings.
¿Y la pipa tiene este?
Probably not right.
¿Entonces? Va, el con... ¿Ella tiene algo? No. Debe haber algo por aquí. Si no, no me entero que tiene. O yo soy tonto. No estoy viendo nada en el piso, en el techo. Por aquí no. ¿Hay algo que no haya probado? Oh, ¿acá me salía algo? No, era para apagar esto. Ajá, no puedo. Pensé que tal vez podría... No, acá no puedo nada de esto. Tú. ¿Cuchillo? No. ¿Matrimonio? Sí, entonces ¿por qué me salía en gris? Estaba seguro que era el contrato del matrimonio, pero me salía en gris.
Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
LOL.
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
¿Las bestias son las arañas? ¿O no? Son simplemente ghouls con la skin de negro. No se esforzaron demasiado, ¿eh? Pudieron haber puesto perros o algo así.
Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
Muy bien, me quedan 9 de estos. Voy a volver a poner la cosa de espectros porque van a seguir apareciendo espectros. Porque tiene pinta de que va a ser para el rato esta misión. Es una mecánica tan sencilla esta, pero la historia está tan bien llevada. O sea, tan bien llevada la historia, que realmente no te importa hacer estas tonterías. ¿Con quién tengo que pelear aquí? Guardián, el guardián acá está.
We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
Oh.
You do the rest.
Estoy encargada del resto, venga, como si fuera sencillo. Cuenco. Claramente lo tiene el guardián porque está así con las manos. Con la bandeja de comida. Un poco pequeño. ¿La sopa? Manchas de arañazos de... Ah, entiendo. ¿Algo más por aquí? No, ¿no, verdad? Sería demasiado. Quiero ver la cara que tenía. ¿Puedo ver tu cara? ¿No tenías cara? Interesante. Vale, tú estabas jugando la cosa grande. Ok, entonces tenías la de comida.
Perfect match.
¿Y tú? Un conco grande para el perro. Pero de animales, a ver claramente qué era. Examinar. Ella todavía estaba viva. Hay otra cosa. Un poco pequeño para el gato.
You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
Luego desbloqueado, conservador de pesadillas, interesante.
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
¿El mayor temor? ¿Quedarse solo? Una cosa así. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Te recuerdo?
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
Y toca pelear. ¿Eh? Bueno. ¿Serán relícitos estos también? ¿Espectros? ¿Qué serán? ¿Apariciones? Probablemente son relícitos, ¿no? Ah, le tenía más miedo a él. Ok. Su peor pesadilla era él. Interesante, interesante la verdad. ¿Le hago mucho daño así? No le hago nada de daño. ¿Es un relícito? Híbridos. Malditos. Relícito superior. Vámonos. ¿Así? 100 de daño, le hago un crítico. Todo muy bien. Igni no hace nada. Aidren. Vale, si le pego más de uno. Esto puede ser bastante complicado. No, no. No, no. No me entrará nadie.
You undo the delusion you're complete. Live happily ever after.
No, no. Vale, me queda este. Joder. Vale, para. Primero, reparo el arma. Aidren. Vamos. Ard, por favor. Perfecto, queda uno solo. ¡Ah! Le erramos los dos, interesantísimo. Ah, le erramos los dos, increíble. Joder. Acérquese. Ah, no puedo esquivarle. No puedo hacer esta acción durante el combate. De verdad no puedo usarla. Muertísimo. Hecho. A ver, tenía realmente un nivel yo bastante más superior del que tenían los rivales. No fue demasiado difícil. Y era clic y ya estaba. Pero bueno.
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place.
Bueno, te seguiré. Tú sigue caminando. Escucho cumbia a lo lejos, así que voy a silenciar el micrófono por un tiempo.
I thought he'd returned to me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met? I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And
Qué bonita flor.
I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
A ver, sí.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until There is nothing at all.
No puedo llevarme la rosa. ¿O sí? A ver, tengo que dársela.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Muchísimas gracias.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
Adiós.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
Esta vez haciendo el mundo. ¿Ahora aparecemos en la casa en llamas o salimos directamente? Probablemente salgamos, ¿verdad? Me está matando el bicho blanco. Ahí está. Vale, he salido. Reúnete con el hombre. Perfecto, ya está todo hecho. Hechísimo. No, no puedo salir por acá. Ah, es verdad, yo entré por la parte trasera. Yo entré por acá, ¿no? Sí. Hey, Roach, joder, la luz. Increíble. ¿Por qué es invierno aquí? De repente. Como el... como el mural. ¿Me puedo teletransportar por acá? No, no parece, ¿no? Entonces... este lugar de acá queda cerca. Vamos a teletransportarnos ahí. Toda la nieve. Increíble. Este juego es increíble, de verdad. Me encanta. ¿Puedo cruzar o qué? Oh, no, no puedo cruzar. Tengo que ir a pata. Adiós, Roach. Suerte. Ahora que lo pienso, no me están dando dinero por estas misiones, ¿eh? Súper largo este camino. O sea, súper largo las plantas de aquí. Molino, perfecto, he llegado. ¿Por qué está nevando aquí? ¿Por qué? No tiene sentido. Y con esto, lo más probable es que estemos en la parte final del DLC. Después de hablar con él, terminaré por hoy. Porque sigue nevando, ¿qué está pasando? Está bien, ¿no? Que la nieve llega hasta cierta parte de su casa, pero... ¿tanta nieve? Por aquí no.
2 points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draft.
Geralt!
Over here.
Ah.
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. My treat.
Lo congelo a todos. Los congelo a todos. Las uñas negras.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
Who are you really?
Gaunter O'Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
A cambio de algo, obviamente.
And drop them in a world of hurt.
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That they oft desire unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you, and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead, or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say, time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another.
Es un tramposo. Es un tramposo.
End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? I was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
I'm a witcher.
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it.
Hold that! Your friend, the medic. She were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Bueno. Traerán opcional reunirte con Shai. A ver, me reuniré con Shai. Claramente, por favor. Quería terminar ahora porque ya llevo 2 horas y 20, pero... quiero entrar ahí. ¿Qué más me da? Tampoco es que tenga nada más que hacer. Voy a guardar la partida. Eso sí, esto va a tardar en subirse una... Dios. Voy a tener que dejarlo toda la noche prendido.
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn them down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door.
Esa es una excelente pregunta.
Arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge. If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me, you know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Tirín. Vayámonos aquí. Buenísima, Geralt.
So how are things at the Academy these days?
Sí, ya tengo nada más que hacer, digamos.
Shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all
Tac,
of
tac,
it.
tac, tac. Corre, corre,
Many
corre.
of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guys
Corre,
as
corre, 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 corre.
and laundresses.
¿Hacia dónde, hacia dónde, hacia dónde?
Why?
Just curious.
Acá.
Scholars seem
Corre.
to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So
Corre,
the
corre,
Eastern
corre, corre.
Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Estamos yendo al punto amarillo porque ese es exactamente el lugar en donde donde tengo que llevar a Olgierd. Tengo que llevarlo al templo. Ah, acá ya vine. Pero no me dejaban pasar. Acá ya vine, pero no me dejaban pasar, claro. Excelente.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno? Eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
Muy bien.
All right, let me in.
Perfecto, tengo que ir por otro lado ahora. Buenísima. Si esto es una misión opcional porque... ¿Me puedo tirar por acá? Me mato, ¿verdad? Qué suerte que esto funcione igual que el Minecraft, ¿eh? Qué suerte. Dios mío, qué suerte. Me caigo al agua, si me caigo al agua me muero, qué suerte. ¿No puedo subir por acá? Sí puedo, perfecto. ¿De verdad hay abogados aquí? ¿De verdad? No es broma. Todo arriba.
Damn, you're ugly.
Ole. Buenísimo.
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakesock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
Bueno.
All right. Be seeing you.
Chirirín. Creo que... ¿No puedo seguir derecho? Vale, no puedo entrar, ¿no? No, no puedo. ¿Tengo veneno? Sí, tengo veneno. ¿Por qué se muere? Tengo veneno. Y mi veneno es súper eficiente. Estás quemado, estás quemado. A ver, ¿tengo un parry? ¡Ole! Perfecto.
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe.
Oh. Una ventana abierta. ¿Podría subir? Sí, puedo subir. Claramente. Robar, 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 robar. No, 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 sube, 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 sube. Ah, qué bonito. Qué bonito es este juego, Dios mío. Qué bonito. Subir, subir. No, uff, casi me mato solo. ¿Está abierto eso? Por acá, vale, vale, vale. No, no lo veía, no lo veía. Si subo por ahí, digo... No, 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 no tenía que subir por ahí. ¿Puedo romper esto? No. Por aquí tal vez. No. Por aquí tal vez tampoco. No tengo que ir por acá. Tal vez me pasé subiendo. Y era aquí. Puede ser, ¿no? No, no creo. ¿Saltando? Excelentísimo. Magia negra, claramente. Cosas por aquí, vale, son maderas. Oh, ¿qué pasa acá?
Mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone looking at it and scream. Julian Alboco's lesser key.
La llave menor. Recién el mal causa sufrimiento, existentes, muchas variedades. Muchos creen en el mal. El mal tiene muchas caras. Interesante. El cofre no hay nada. Oh, ¿hay algo arriba? Hay algo arriba que me olvidó. Ah, no, es la puerta, la puerta. Nada.
Silver Lamen. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like.
Bueno, hacia abajo.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please, you know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant. But not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name...
¿Quién era la bruja?
Master Mirror.
Yennefer, tal vez?
The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim. A meeting at a crossroads. A wish. A pact signed in blood. And a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
O'Dim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Salió. LOL. No. Y murió. Salió del ciclo y murió. Ah, puedo saquearlo. Llave de la casa, diario del profesor. Tengo el diario, ¿no me vas a dejar leerlo? Ahí está, diario. Y notas de observaciones, el círculo de Odín, de no sé qué, bla 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 bla. Pasó un mes, soñado todo. Han pasado 3 meses. Perfecto. ¿Puedo salir por acá entonces? No. Tengo que salir por el mismo lugar que entré, ¿no? ¿Verdad? No creo. No puedo salir por aquí. No puedo salir por aquí. Sí, tengo que salir por el mismo lugar con el que entré. ¿Para que me dan la llave entonces? ¿Qué sentido tiene? ¿En qué sentido me das la llave? Bueno, la haciendo de vuelta, pues sí, así. ¿Cómo me bajo? Uff. Un segundo temí matarme. Me encanta la musiquita, me encanta. ¿Puedo salir por aquí? No, ¿verdad? Por acá tal vez, tal vez. Esta es la puerta, claramente. No, esto no es. Voy a guardar la partida por si... Voy a hacer todo esto de vuelta y la verdad es que no quiero. ¿Así abro? Sí. Entonces sí podía salir por esta puerta. Excelente. ¿Por acá salgo? No. ¿Cómo salgo de aquí? ¿Por la torre tal vez? ¿Por la torre que está justo aquí? Por favor, Geralt. Ah. No me deja saltar. Oh, aquí hay algo. Tira rúnica, interesante todo esto. ¿Crees que me tire el agua, no? Perfecto, porque así no me muero. Frente con Olgierd en el templo de Libani. Eso es lo que haré. Estoy muy de chill en este momento. Y me da bronca que el internet. Me da bastante bronca que el internet se esté cortando. Estoy bastante de chill. Relajado. Cuando este maravilloso juego. Esperando que no termine nunca, pero en algún momento tiene que terminar. Estoy tratando de alargarlo lo más que puedo, pero no puedo alargarse más de lo que ya está. Y tampoco es que yo sea un completicionista, ¿sabes? O sea, no voy a hacerme al 100% de ese juego. Ni loco. No estoy tan loco, básicamente. Eso creo. Aunque sí he hecho todas las misiones secundarias que pude. ¿Cuántas fallé? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6. 6. De todas las que hay. ¿Por mí? ¿Eso? ¿Por mí? ¿Solamente eso? Son muchas horas. ¿Cuántas horas llevo jugando? ¿Cuántas? 71. 71 horas con 13 minutos. Ah, increíble, maravilloso. Estoy disfrutando de una forma que no es ni medio normal. ¿No puedo llamar a Roach? ¿No puedo llamar a Roach? ¿Por qué no puedo llamar a Roach? ¿Esto funciona? No me mentirizáis. Alejándose de mí. ¿Por qué no puedo llamar a Roach? A ver, tampoco está tan lejos, ¿no? Está a 100 metros básicamente, está a 100 pies. Pero... no sé. Vale, lo voy dejando por aquí. Mañana continuamos con el final de esta historia. Continuamos con la parte final. Esto no va a ser el final ni loco. Así que voy a guardar aquí. Así. ¡Oh, qué bonito! Esperen a que se desaparezca la partida guardada. Así, perfecto. Y nos veremos en la próxima. Muchas gracias por estar aquí y adiós.